What's up? This is Mark DeRosa. Welcome to...
Gene Segura standing in. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Phillies, the shortstop, Gene Segura.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
If that's any indication, I think we're going to see some aggressive at-bats in this one. Take the first pitch of the game? No way. He squared it up and winds up on second base after a nice line drive. Great opportunity to get on the board right out of the blocks.
Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, it's been a promising start to the new year as they've taken 3 of the first 4 contests.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Here's the 1-2. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
Here's Bryce Harper now as he rips it on the ground to second. Dozier has it. There's one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Batting 4.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he's safe. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third.
This is why you've always got to be careful with a runner on third. He went with the slider there and just overthrew it and spiked it into the ground. He's going to have a hard time letting that one go.
One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He had exactly 100 RBIs, and if you talk to him, he'll let you know. 100 RBIs is pretty special, folks. I think he's the kind of guy that can have another big year. Man, he's an absolute train wreck out there so far. That's his second wild pitch of the first inning. We'll see if he can get the train back on the tracks here, but something is definitely off with his delivery right now.
And Kendrick will make the play to retire the side. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Phillies 1. The Nats coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Stepping up now, Trey Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Nationals.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, it's official now. They will not go 162-0. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
In there, now the throw. It's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. 0-1 looked like a knuckle curve, and it's 1-1 now. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
And there's one away. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Juan Soto to the plate now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Here's the 2-2, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Turner at third with 2 away. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. And he will make it back to third safely as he didn't have much of a chance at advancing that time. Here's Matt Adams now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, and it gives the Nationals a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Here's Brian Dozier now.
Batting 6.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Count now a ball and a strike.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Dero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right?
Nope.
That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear.
That
line drive that zips right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. And now one taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Here's Howie Kendrick. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. This will kick up against the wall now. He's in at second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Kendrick stands at second with 2 gone. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Line toward right center. And that'll get down out there. The throw home. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run.
Leading off for the Phillies.
Stepping in now, Nick Williams.
Nick.
Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Line to the right side. And Kendrick will make the play on it for the first out.
Batting 7th, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he grounds one briskly to short. And there's out number 2.
Batting 8th, the third baseman, number 7,
in now, Maikel Franco. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Into the box now, Nick Pivetta. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. Down quickly go the Phillies. They're down here 5-1.
Leading off for Washington,
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And the Nationals get a man into scoring position. It's a leadoff double.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
In now is Adam Eaton as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He'll get it in quickly to the shortstop to hold the man at third, but they're at the corners to start the inning.
Number 6.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on it.
Anthony Rendon is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Swung on and missed 3-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Number 22.
Standing in now, Juan Soto reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Line drive to left. Williams has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt
Juan Nicasio
Adams.
enters from the pen in
Your
just the
attention,
second
please.
inning, so they'll hope to get
Now
some length out of him and have him stay out there for a
Number
while.
12,
Stepping in now,
Juan
Matt Adams.
Nicasio.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Adams carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. Nicasio is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build the perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Got him to miss the breaking
batter,
ball
number
there.
9.
Matt Adams
Second
becomes
baseman,
out number 2
Ryan
this inning. Oh, and he misses it. He pulls into third safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
You know who's the happiest man in
The
the
catcher,
building right
number
now?
28.
His starting pitcher.
Sure.
He's got a big old smile on his face.
Suzuki.
He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let
Oh,
that
that's
take
out.
away your edge, though.
Kurt Suzuki is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This inning really feels like
outside.
it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened,
Nope,
and it's
that's ball
only going to
four.
get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now batting, the right fielder, Howie Kendrick.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose.
Your
Tommy
attention,
Hunter
please.
is going to come on in
Now
relief
pitching
now, and
for
he
the
may be
Phillies.
asked to eat several
Number
innings
96,
as this game is just still
Tommy
really getting underway.
Hunter.
In
Zero.
now, Howie Kendrick, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. And there's a
I got the
swing
count.
and a miss
0-2.
by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2. Shin
The count
high,
is
that's
1 and
taken
2.
for a ball. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Nationals 7 and the Phillies 1.
Leading off for the Phillies,
Into the box, Tommy
pitcher.
Hunter.
Tommy Hunter.
This is popped up. And this is taken in for out number 1.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Into the box now, Gene Segura.
No, foul ball.
The windup and the 0-1. And look
Well,
out.
that got him.
That's the third batter hit by a pitch, and this could become a big problem.
Well, I bet the
batter.
manager breathed a
The
sigh of
center
relief when he saw he
Cesar
wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. And he puts it on the ground to second. One there, on to first,
he's
but
in
not
there.
in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Throw over to first.
No, he's
and
safe.
he'll dive back in safely. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. He
Zero.
swings and misses. Throw down. And
Got
he'll
him.
be
That's an
tagged
out.
out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Popped up. Hoskins moving to his left. He's got it 1 away.
Ross.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right?
The batter,
How about that?
7.
1 pitch,
Shortstop.
1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Turner.
In now, Trey Turner, as it's grounded sharply to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Standing in now, Adam Eaton. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he'll get in there safely.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
In now is Anthony Rendon. No balls and a strike to count. Turner at second. Eaton at first. 1 gone. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. Turner blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He scores, and they're pulling away. They lead by 7.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
Andrew McCutchen is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field. And he gets ahead with the curveball, strike 1. The previous history with Tommy Hunter, he's 1 for 4. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And the second run will score as well.